Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga. I'm Lesley Fightmaster, and this is Yoga Fix 30, day number 4. You're going to start sitting nice and tall with your shins crossed. Close your eyes. Take a couple of long breaths as you settle in for our affirmation from Louise Hay. I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. I encourage you to say that several times today. So grab a block, and we're going to come onto the knees into Virasana. Now you could also sit on your heels, or you could sit between the heels if you wish, or sitting right on the block. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms forward, interlace fingers. Exhale, palms facing out. Inhale, arms up by ears. We're going to focus on shoulders and arms today. Make sure to keep your rib cage drawing in as you lift through your back ribs. Draw shoulder blades gently toward the waist. Spin your triceps forward, long breath. Release the arms. And then inhale, bring them forward again. Interlace with the other pinky on the bottom. And exhale, palms out. Inhale, take them up by the ears. If they don't make it by the ears, it's fine. Keep them in front. Just watch that your ribs stay in. The lower back stays nice and long. Stretch up through your palms, but let your shoulder blades relax a bit. Keep pressing into the sitting bones as you lengthen the spine. Release, and now roll shoulders back and back and back. Then inhale, right arm up. Spin your palm toward the wall behind you. Then take your right hand towards your upper back. Take your left hand on top of the right shoulder. Keep drawing ribs in. You can stay with that or left arm out to the side. Bring it behind you. Interlace the fingers or hold onto your shirt, or you could use your strap here. Roll your left shoulder back and spin your right tricep forward. Keep reaching that right elbow up. Chin level with the floor. Lift the chest, but make sure the ribs are down. Take a big breath and release it. Inhale the left arm up. Turn your palm behind you, spinning tricep forward. Bend the elbow. Take the right hand on top of the left elbow. You're welcome to stay right with this, but keep the ribs in. Or take the right arm out, sweep it behind you, interlacing fingers, holding your shirt or using a strap. Roll the right shoulder back now. Widen your collarbones. Keep lifting the left elbow up, spinning tricep forward. Big, long, smooth breaths. And release. Roll your shoulders forward so that you can press palms or fists together and then roll them back, lifting the chest here. Widen your collarbones. I'm going to pause here, again, stretching out the shoulders. Keep grounding down through the sitting bones as you take long, smooth breaths. And then release. You can put your block off to the side, coming forward onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Reach your right arm out to the side. Exhale, sweep it under the left arm. Pull your left hip back. Take your left hand to the low back or reach around, hooking it onto the right thigh. Then option to tuck your back toes on the left foot, stretching that left leg out. As you stretch it out, if you do, try and roll your upper back toward the floor. The left hip continues to pull back. So it's a twist, but from above the waist. Release, come back to table, and we'll do the other side. Left arm out to the left. Exhale, sweep it under the right arm, come onto the left shoulder. Pull your right hip back. Right hand can come to the low back or reach around, hook it onto the left thigh. An option to tuck the right toes under and lift that knee up. So if you have that knee lifting up, drop your outer right hip down and try to roll your back onto the floor. So you can twist and stretch out the shoulders. Slowly release. Come back to table. And walk the hands in front of the shoulders. Spin your inner elbows forward. Spin triceps back. Then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Bend one knee and the other as you warm up your down dog. Continue turning the outer upper arms, triceps back, and inner upper arms, biceps forward. Stretch back in your down dog. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Pull your ribs and belly in, arms and ears in line. Take another breath here. Then inhale, ripple your spine forward into plank pose. Knees can be up or down, your choice. Shift forward and lower all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes and interlace fingers at your low back. Lift your shoulder heads, pull your belly in, and lift up into shalabhasana, locust pose. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Reach your knuckles toward your heels and keep your elbows soft, the elbow joints a little soft. Release and rest. Now keep lifting your belly away from the floor. Tailbone toward heels. Interlace other pinky on top. Lift the shoulder heads. And then inhale, lift everything up. Inner thighs spin up toward the ceiling. Lengthen sitting bones to heels. And breathe into the chest. Soften the elbow joints so they're not locked out. Take a breath here, nice and big. And release and rest. Starts the heart pumping. Slide hands by low ribs, little cobra, and then tuck the toes, upward dog or stick with cobra, and then back to downward facing dog. Stretching back here. Spread your fingers wide, feet hips width, heels behind middle toes. Inhale, lift your right leg back and up from the inner thigh. Exhale, bring it forward and then step it up by the right hand, right in the middle of the hand. Spin the back heel down, come to warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Make sure the right knee's over the ankle and pressing toward the little toe side of the foot. Now interlace fingers behind you, roll shoulders back, look up. Exhale, fold forward, right shoulder toward right knee. Let the crown of the head lengthen down as you lift your arms, but make sure to soften the elbow joints a bit. Press with the outer edge of the back foot as you breathe. Inhale to come up. Release the arms. Stay in your warrior. Drop the left arm, reverse warrior. Stretch your side body. Inhale, come up. Lean forward, right forearm to right thigh. Reach your left arm over and then behind you to your low back, or you can rest it around the thigh. Maybe reach your right hand down to your ankle or a block. Keep the knee over the ankle, roll the top shoulder back. Look up at the ceiling unless it bothers the neck. Come back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Come to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg back and up from the inner thigh. Exhale, hover it a moment and then step it right in the middle of the hands. Spin the back heel down, line up heel to arch as you come into warrior two. Make sure the left knee is over the ankle and moving toward the little toe side of the foot. Interlace other pinky on top behind you. Roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, left shoulder down toward left knee as you lift your knuckles up. Soften the elbow joints. Reach crown of head toward floor. Press with the outer edge of the back foot. Keep firming into the front heel. Inhale, come on up. Keep your warrior. Release your hands. Drop your right arm, reverse. Bend into the left knee a little. Inhale, back up, lean forward, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up, and then take your right hand behind your back or reach around and hook it onto the thigh. Keep forearm on thigh, or you can slide the left hand to the ankle or put it on a block. Roll your top shoulder back. Try to bring your belly button turning up toward the ceiling. It's a little twist in the torso. Look up unless it bothers your neck. Keep pressing firmly into the front heel. And then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Make your way to downward dog. You can go through vinyasa, exhaling chaturanga, inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, or you can always skip it. Go right into down dog. That's fine too. Stretch back here. If you're not used to all of these vinyasas, please skip them. By the end, you'll probably take them all. Bend the knees, look up, step or hop feet to hands. Lengthen as you inhale. Fold in as you exhale. Press through the feet, rise up, inhale, look up to lengthen, ribs in. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana. Feet hips width or together, and then turn to the long side of the mat. Turn the right leg all the way out, back toes in. Line up heel to arch again and bend warrior two. Now interlace your hands behind you. Then wrap your arms around your back to the front thigh. So I've got my fingers interlaced. Instead of looking over the right knee, I'm going to look straight ahead toward the long side of the mat. Roll both shoulders back, lift the chest. Breathing here, still working on those shoulders. Now straighten the front leg. Hinge from the front hip crease, lean over into a triangle variation. Keep the hands interlaced behind the back and reach the knuckles toward the back leg. Try and roll the shoulder heads back. Inhale, come on up. Now bring your feet to parallel. Keep that interlace still. Look up. Exhale and fold into Prasarita Padottanasana C. Shift the weight toward the balls of your feet. Pull up on your kneecaps. Firm your quadricep muscles. Crown of the head is reaching toward the floor. Inhale, come up with a nice long spine. And then release the hands. Turn your left leg all the way out. Bend the knee, warrior two. Make sure the left knee's over the ankle. Now interlace other pinky on top, and then wrap your hands behind your back and rest them on the left thigh. Look toward the long side of the mat, so straight out toward the side. Roll the shoulder heads back so shoulder blades move toward each other. Straighten the front leg, hinge from your front hip crease, and lean over your left leg. Try to bring your bottom ribs forward, spin top ribs back as you continue to roll your shoulder heads back and reach the knuckles toward your back leg. Press into the base of the big toe of the left foot. Inhale, come on up. Feet to parallel, toes in a little. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana C. As you reach the arms, make sure to keep a little softness in your elbow joints. Shift the weight slightly toward the balls of the feet. Firm the legs, outer hips, inner thighs. Squeeze in like you're holding a big beach ball between the legs. One more breath. Long spine as you inhale to come up. Heel toe or hop your feet together. Make your way into Tadasana at the front of your mat. Inhale, bend the knees, come to chair pose. Weight into the heels. Exhale, sweep the arms back, interlace fingers again. Roll shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, belly to thighs, and then straighten the legs as much as you can as you stretch those arms and shoulders again. Soften elbow joints. Bend the knees as much as you need here. Now re-bend them. Release the hands. Come back to chair. Sit back. Weight in the heels, tailbone down, belly in. Sweep the arms back, interlace other pinky on top, roll shoulders back, look up, belly to thighs, exhale, and fold. If your legs are straight, make sure to shift weight to the balls of the feet. Take a big breath here, lift the belly, bend the knees, back to chair, drop the hips, and then fold all the way forward, crown of the head toward the floor. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, step to plank. Pause here in plank. Lift the backs of the knees toward the ceiling, chest forward. Now working those arms and shoulders, right forearm down, left forearm down, dolphin plank. So your right elbow's where your left hand was. Then roll to the right. Lift the left arm up. You can take that right hand toward the center of the mat. Feel free to take the bottom knee down for more support. Tilt your top hip forward so hips are level. Make your way back to dolphin plank. And then left hand in toward the center. Roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot. Right arm reaching up. Feel free to take the bottom knee down for more support. Bring the top hip slightly forward. Reach your sitting bones to heels. Come back to dolphin plank. Hips in line with shoulders, and then lower down into Sphinx pose. So forearms on the floor. Bring your shoulders right up by your ears for a moment. Then roll shoulders back and down. And press chest forward as you drag your elbows toward your feet. Pull the belly away from the floor. And then release arms alongside your torso. Inhale, lift into shalabhasana. Lift the shoulder heads, pull the belly in. Exhale, reach the arms forward, face the palms down. Inhale, as you exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Use your own resistance and exhale, bend and open. Inhale, reach like you're moving through water. Exhale, bend and open the chest. Reach the arms forward. One more time, bend the elbows and then rest. Good work. Breathing here. And then arms by ears, lift into shalabhasana again. Either stay or bend the elbows or bend the knees. Reach back for the feet into Dhanurasana. Lift your feet up and press them back. Make sure your knees don't go wider than the hips here. Keep your belly lifted. Back of the neck nice and long. And lower down, relax a moment. Hands by low ribs, your relaxing moment is over. Not really, because press up and back into child's pose. A well-deserved child's pose. Take long, smooth breaths here, breathing into your lower back. And then coming up and back into downward facing dog. Stretch out your spine a little bit more. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. Inhale, plank, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. I'm going to do a little more strengthening for shoulders and arms. So come to plank, knees can be down here, lower chaturanga, press straight up to plank. Again, chaturanga, press up. Remember, you can take the knees down. Again, chaturanga and up. Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Press up, exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Oh my goodness, you did great. Lift your hips back into down dog. Whew, good job. Look forward, we'll come through and sit. And then bending the right knee, bring your right hand behind you, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, take it across for a nice twist. As you inhale, sit tall, lengthen. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back. Point the right toes up toward the ceiling. Long, smooth breaths. Twisting so good for the spine. It's great for digestion. Look back to the front and release. Bend the left knee, left foot on the floor, left hand behind, right arm up, stretch. Exhale, twist. So when you twist, you always want to lengthen the spine first as you inhale, and then you can come in deeper on your twist as you exhale. Head to center, unwind, straighten both legs, reach up, inhale, hinge from the hips, exhale, lead with the chest as you inhale, and come forward any amount as you exhale. Instead of letting your back round, try and keep your spine really long. So don't worry about how deep you go. You can always hold the legs, you can use a strap. Doesn't matter how deep as long as you feel a stretch. Then we know it's all good. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release, bend your knees. Roll yourself onto your back. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the heels. Let your feet flop open, arms by your sides, palms up. Relax, close your eyes. Our quote today comes from Eric Heller. This is from Diana Christensen's Love Big Journal. Be careful how you interpret the world. It is like that. Be careful how you interpret the world because it is like that. Now rest. I'll be back in a moment. Begin to take longer breaths here. Start to make some little movements in your fingers and your toes. Start to move your hands and your feet. And slowly stretch out through your arms and your legs. And then bending the knees, feet onto the floor. Roll yourself onto your right side and pause and thank yourself for taking your practice today. Make your way up to a comfortable seat, crossing the shins. Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Let's bring the hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And the hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, whether you're looking to deepen your practice or you're training to become a teacher, join me this year for my new signature yoga teacher training. In this hybrid online in-person training, you'll access your coursework online and round out your training with me on the beach, well, right by the beach, and sometimes on the beach in beautiful Southern California. You can get details at fightmasteryoga.com/YTT. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.